Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to the 13th Animaecast. For those of you that don't know, I used to do these videos live. I would choose a topic, or we would talk about the episodes I watched that week, whatever it was, the best episodes, and yeah, we talk about it in a live stream on Twitch, but I haven't been able to live stream for a couple of weeks / maybe it's been 2 months now because of internet issues. So I choose to do these videos instead, which is fine. Although I would have loved to talk about today's topic live with everyone. The topic is summer 2019 anime. So before I jump into my thoughts on some of the anime that I've started this season, please comment which anime are you watching this season, what do you think about them, and if you've dropped any, which ones was it and why? I'm going to look at this website here. It's Live Chart, not sponsored, but I wish. But anyway, it's Live Chart, and it shows you all the current seasonal anime that's airing, whether it's leftover, so it started last season but it's still airing in this season. It started this season. It lists the most popular ones, well, from the most popular to least popular. You can sort it by popularity, air date, countdown, modifier, whatever. Okay, so obviously I could not start all of this. And there's one that I'll get to it. But I just chose a few to watch from the beginning. I chose a few that I could react to and that I could spend time reacting to and editing the videos and everything. And then there's quite a few that I started watching on my own. And yeah, I try to watch as many as I can so that I can do a video talking about the summer 2019 anime and my first impressions. So if the first episode didn't impress me, then I'm gonna have to move on to another one because I only have so much time. I definitely cannot keep watching all of them. Okay, so let's start with the most popular one. And it is leftover, so I won't say too much about it. Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer. I am doing reactions to it, but it's with a timer. It is probably my favorite anime right now. Oopsie, that's the wrong tab. Let's go to AniList. I think it definitely is my favorite anime right now. I didn't even like the style at first, but by the second or third episode, I was like, actually, this is fucking amazing. I don't know how to explain it. Like, have you ever been... It's because it's a new, different style to what you're used to, then you're like, eh. But then once you get used to it, you actually realize, wow. And this is specifically referring to the style. The animation has been good since episode 1, and I could acknowledge that. So, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, my current score for it is 9.8. The only complaint I have, I guess, would be that at one point I felt like the pacing was a little bit off. They dragged on a little bit with one specific, like one episode was just too much of that. They could have put it together, I feel, but it's probably by the end of this whole season there will be how many episodes in total? 26. Probably by the end I'll look back on it and just round it up to a 10. But yes, it is phenomenal, and I don't want to say too much about that because it is a leftover one. I want to focus on anime specifically from this season. Next one with an 8.72 score on Live Chart is Dr. Stone. Let me open the AniList. I will be talking and reviewing everything without spoilers, or at least I'll try to. So I think most of you ought to be watching Dr. Stone because I asked on my YouTube in the poll on the community tab, I did ask, what is your favorite anime from the season that you're watching right now? And I think Dr. Stone won by like 20% more than the second highest voted. And it is my favorite anime from the season, if you don't include the leftover Demon Slayer. I knew from the start, I read about Dr. Stone on Live Chart. I didn't see a teaser trailer or anything. I saw one or two visuals, like just still images, and I was like, I have to watch this. And from the very first episode, I was definitely hooked. It does have a, how do I put this? What exactly are the genres? Adventure, sci-fi, action, comedy. I don't know. Oh yes, it is. It's a 73% shonen tag. So I can feel, it feels like a shonen anime. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes like with certain anime, you can feel this is a shonen. Like it's written for a specific, I think that's literally the explanation. Target demographic is teenage and young adult males. That doesn't mean that other people can't enjoy it, obviously, but something about it makes me feel like this is a shonen. And that's not the reason I love it. I'm just saying, when I went into it, that's what I could feel. But I don't know what is it about. Maybe it's the storyline. It's the how it addresses certain topics, themes, and then the characters. Everything just kind of makes me hyped for the next episode. I think people, what I've noticed in the comment section of my videos is that some people feel like it's rushed. Well, I wouldn't say rushed. There's one specific thing that they don't like, but I feel like they did that to kind of save time, which could translate into them maybe kind of rushing it. I don't want to, like I said, I'm not going to talk about any spoilers, so that's why I'm trying to talk around it and explain it in these vague terms. But overall, Dr. Stone is my favorite summer 2019 anime, excluding Demon Slayer. Characters are great. There's some really funny moments, very shonen. It feels like, you know, I just imagine, remember in My Hero Academia, is it in My Hero Academia where it's like, someone says, don't worry, shonen. I don't know, it's just this All Might feel to it. I hope that explains it properly. But the overall score on, sorry, my voice just went funny, on AniList is 77%. On Live Chart, it has an 8.72, and have I scored it? Am I gonna score it now? Oh, yeah. I have it as a 9. So I feel like the Live Chart score is more accurate. It should definitely be at least an 8. I think 77 does it. Like who the fuck gave it a 0 or a 1? Like who are you? Who? Why? Just drop it. You don't even have to score it because clearly it's not for you. It definitely does not deserve like a 0 to 3. That just brings the score down. I feel like people that dislike it that much should just drop it, because like that influences the score in a way that clearly very few anime deserve a 0 to 3. Very few. Objectively, you can't hate it that much. Like it's not that bad. Fuck. So to me, I believe this is a more accurate score. If you round it out down even to 8, I think that would be a most objective score I think you could give it. But yeah, I seriously believe that people that give it a 0, 1, 2, 3, they're just trying to bring the average score down. But for me personally, it's a 9. Story is great. I gave the story a 10, characters a 10, visuals an 8, audio 8, and enjoyment 9. I think the highlight of this anime for me is the story and the characters. Next up is DanMachi Season 2. Only 3 episodes out so far. It also has a score of 8.72. Oh, it says here 8.72 out of 10 based on 1,123 user ratings. DanMachi has a 8.72 out of 10 based on 587 user ratings. So Dr. Stone is definitely more popular, which is really, like, I was shocked by that because DanMachi it's the second season, and DanMachi season 1 was really popular, so I thought, you know, season 2 would be even more popular, but apparently not. Anyway, season 2 has been great. The pacing is awesome. I feel like in the 3 episodes they've given us, I feel like I've seen 6 episodes. It doesn't feel rushed, but I said this in my episode 3 reaction in the review part, they utilize every single second to its fullest potential, and I love that. They're doing it really well. I almost said really good, and I don't think that's proper English. I'm not sure. Okay, here the score is once again 76% because there's people giving it 0, 1, 2. What else? Oh, this is what I wanted to look at. DanMachi. Oh, is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? So I haven't scored it, so I'll score it now. The story I would give an 8. Maybe even an 8.5, because I feel like I'm finally appreciating this whole that they're using different gods and goddesses from different religions and mythologies and whatever. I feel like that makes it even that much more interesting, and they use like these little quirks of what those gods are famous for in real life, and they incorporate that into the story. So really, like, I'm gonna give it some more time, so I'll give it an 8 now, but I feel like if it keeps going at in the direction it's going, I would give it a 9, an 8.5 at least, or a 9 at the end. Characters, the characters are amazing. 9, strong 9. If they show some good character development by the end, thus far, it's been 3 episodes, not much has happened yet. It's mostly only setting up the characters, but I could give the characters a 10 at the end if they give me some juicy character development. And even some romantic development would be great, but not like harem romance development, because that means shit. Visuals, amazing, really, really great. Strong 9. If they keep it up, could be a 10 at the end. Audio, I would give an 8. Nothing specifically stands out to me at this point. In voice acting is good, opening, ending is good. OST is I don't remember right now noticing the OST, but it didn't not do it justice, or do like I didn't also notice anything bad about it. So for me, 8. And enjoyment, I'm going to go with very strong 8. Yeah, I'm not gonna, I don't think I need to explain my enjoyment. I feel like once we get to the war game and everything, then it's gonna be hype, and then maybe it'll go up a bit. Okay, so overall score for DanMachi season 2 is an 8.4. I am curious what I gave DanMachi season 1, I gave it a 9. By the end of the season, I looked back and I gave it a 9. So that is my opinion on DanMachi. Fire Force. I'm watching that. The first 3 I am reacting to on my channel. Demon Slayer, timer reactions. Dr. Stone, reaction highlights, full reaction with screen on my Patreon. Same for Demon Slayer, full reaction with screen on my Patreon. DanMachi, doing highlights for YouTube, full reaction with screen on my Patreon. Fire Force, not doing reactions to. Very, very sad about that. So fucking sad. So sad. It's so good. I didn't expect it to be this good. I mean, I knew it was from the episode 1, I was like, whoa, this is good. And then episode 2, whoa, this is good. Episode 3, fuck, this is so good. I wish I was reacting to it. The reason I say that is because I just want to share my excitement with you, my awe, because there are times with the visuals that I am in awe. It's so good. And the story is good as well. Wow, I'm surprised by this one. Fire Force, I'm watching it in my own time. Score story. I'm getting too excited. And I was like, ugh. Okay, wait. Story, I'm gonna give it an 8. I think the story so far is very good. It has a lot of potential to get quite darker than you'd think. But yes, so far just an 8. Characters, strong 8. Strong 8. As soon as I see some character development, I'll easily give it a 9. Visuals, 10, without a doubt. Visuals, animation, everything, it's just so good. I love it. Obviously my scores are personal. Sometimes, like, I feel like I take objectiveness into account. Like, when, for example, when I scored Overlord, I'm not the biggest Overlord fan, but I still gave it like an 8 because I'm not that stupid person like, oh, I don't relate to the character, I don't like the story, so I'm gonna give it a 4. Like, I'm not stupid. That was mean. I don't mean anyone's stupid if you give an anime a 4. There are valid reasons to give an anime a 4. But I try and be objective, especially when I don't like something. But when I do like something, I'm aware that some of you may not love the visuals as much as me and may not want to give it a 10. But to me, 10, without a doubt. It's so good, so beautiful. And when I score a visual, or the category visuals, I take into account the animation, and the style of the anime, the use of colors, all that kind of stuff. You know? Okay. So, story 8, characters 8, visuals 10, audio, strong 8, 8.5. I'm going to give it an 8.5. I would have given it just an 8, but then I remembered the opening song is fucking amazing. And then I remembered the one guy, the captain, Obi, he has Zoro's voice actor, so I'm going to give it that 0.5 because, like I said, my scores are subjective. Enjoyment, a 9. Really loving this anime. Really loving this anime. I want to just give it a 9, but leave some room to grow. Wow. In 3 episodes, I've been really impressed, as you can tell. Okay. 8.51 out of 10 based on 792 user ratings. Next is Ari Fureta Shokogyo de Sekai Saikyo. In total, I will be talking about 10 anime in this video. I should have mentioned this earlier because I couldn't watch as many, or start at least as many as I wanted to. Because I do have limited time. I sleep at least 8 hours a night because that's just my thing. I can't sleep less than that. So if I can't squeeze video editing, reactions and all that in the rest of the hours that's not sleep, I couldn't squeeze in as much as I wanted. That's just what I'm saying. Sorry, I'm thirsty. Okay, Ari Fureta. Let us open the Annie list. Its score on here is 7.82 out of 10 based on 776 user ratings. Its score on Annie list though is 58%, which is bad. Very bad. I am not going to score this one. I am, however, going to drop it because episode 1 was not very good. I was watching Tokyo Ghoul season 1, but an isekai. And all 12 episodes squashed into one. It wasn't, I'm sorry, I did not like it. The visuals weren't that great, especially the fighting scenes. The character had a complete personality change in the span of like 2 minutes. I don't know. This one isn't for me. I'm sorry. I did hear, however, that the manga is phenomenal. I did hear that the manga readers are horrified at the adaptation. But yes, this one I will be dropping. I'm not scoring it, however, just because it didn't hook me. It could get better. And that's why it's not fair. I feel it's not fair for me to score it at this point and lower its overall score. But I do feel like it's fair. Like, a lot of people I know, they don't feel like it's fair to drop an anime after one episode. But for me, the amount of anime that I still need to watch in my life, I'm sorry, but if your first episode sucks and I drop it, like, it's the same with the song. Everyone tells you the first 10 seconds of a song are so important, because if you're chilling and you're listening to music and a new song comes on, in the first 10 to 20 seconds, I skip. If it's like, there's bajillion songs in this world. I could spend the rest of the 2 minutes, instead of listening to this song that didn't hook me at the start, I could go listen to my next favorite song ever. You don't know. So that's my problem. Like, I'm not going to try 2 more episodes of this if I could watch 2 episodes of something that I actually want to watch, that hooked me, that I really love, and So, just because I'm dropping it now doesn't mean I'll never watch it again. Like, if I find myself someday with some extra time and people say like, oh my god, from episode 4 it starts being amazing, then I might give I wanted to say maybe I'll give it, and I might give it another chance, and then I say maybe, I might give it another chance one day, but right now this one is going on my dropped list. Arifureta is just lazy. This is a review. Is it a review? Oh no, it's a thread. There's no reviews yet. Let's see. Let's click. Arifureta Shokogyu de Sekai Saikyo is so far a copy of Shield Hero with the concept of SAO added to it. The voice acting is terrible and the animation is just lazy. It looks like they just bumped up the contrast by 1,000. The CGI is just shit. The designs for the monsters are just lazy. The intro as well as the outro ruin too much of what's going to happen further in the anime. For example, the blah 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 blah. This is a review by Unloved. Here is a reply by Rika. I personally actually am enjoying the show. Does it have problems? Most certainly. I do have to point out though, saying it is a copy of so and so anime is one lazy in itself complaint. You can pretty much say that about any anime is a copy of some other anime. The voice acting I think is fine, the CGI would have to agree is very bad. Not sure why they went that route. The latest episode was the worst for CGI. I do dislike when an opening or ending have spoilers, but that does happen commonly. Some spoiler harder than others. Overall, do I think it is a lazy anime? I can see that point, but it does not stop me from enjoying it. That is a more well-rounded response. I like it. Both are valid though, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Next is Isekai Cheat Magician. My thought during the whole first episode was, this is so generic. This is so average. Everything is average. It's so... It feels like this is... If this was, I don't know, 2004, it would be a great anime. But if you're gonna be an isekai right now, amongst all the other isekai coming out and that have come before you, you need to be damn good. You need to have something special. This is like the most, it's so average. It's not bad. Not bad at all. It's nice. The MCs are cute. The visuals are nice. Everything's nice. But it's so average. And considering that isekai is like huge right now. It's big. And there are so many good isekai and that give a different take on it, and that something about it stands out, whether it's funniness, characters, visuals, story. But this has... Nishimura Taichi is a typical, average high schooler. My summary review of Isekai Cheat Magician. Isekai Cheat Magician is a typical average isekai. Yeah, no, I'm gonna drop this one. Only because I feel like my time will be better spent somewhere else. Not because it's bad. Do not get me wrong. But the thing is, the more anime I watch, the more difficult is it for something like, let me just, as an example, I haven't watched things like, let me just, Danganronpa, Erased, Ergo Proxy, there's Gates. Like, there's so many legendary anime that I still need to watch in my life. Right now, I'm not going to spend my time on something average. I apologize. I'm not going to score it. Wait, no. I feel like I am going to score it. Can I score it? Yes. If you look at let's see. Where is it? A certain magical. What was I reviewing again? Oh, here, Isekai Cheat. Obviously, this I hope that I remember to call this podcasty Animaecast thing first impressions, summer 2019 first impressions or something, because it will be like just my first impressions of most of these. Excuse me. And I will score it because I'm not going to give it a ridiculous score. I don't hate it. I feel like my opinion is fair here. Is it though? I feel like I would give it like a 6.5. Well, I'm not gonna score it now. I'm just gonna put it on my dropped list. Cause that in and of itself is gonna reflect on it. And let me know what you guys think. Do you think I should give it a 6.5 score? Like, cause no, I shouldn't. If I watched it to episode 3, then I think it would have been more fair. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Should I just leave it at a 0 and then it doesn't influence the overall score, which is 57%? Wait, what? Is it this one? Yes, it is. Oopsies. Also has a pretty bad. I feel like it has the same score as Arifureta. Really? It's not that bad. It should have at least a 6. My score would then actually bring it up. Yes, I'm going to score it. I will score it 6.5. Because it's not going to influence it negatively, and I feel like it deserves at least a 6. So, the most scores was 7 and 6. So I feel like mine's literally 6.5, so I'm good. I feel like that's fair. But yeah, I don't have anything more to say than that. Isekai Cheat Magician, the MC, this girl, Rin, everyone it's 100% average. Like, if you're looking for an isekai that's nice to watch, this is it. You can watch it. It's nice. Okay. Next up, sorry for that long, it was a waste of time. Fruits Basket first season, it is leftover. But I will say a quick thing on it. I did start reacting to it on Twitch when I could still stream. I started watching it with everyone on Twitch. I would export timer reactions to YouTube, but then my internet tanked. So I started watching it by myself. It's amazing. It's genres, like it's perfect for a genre. My nose is itching, it feels like there's a cat hair. It is comedy, drama, fantasy, romance, and slice of life. So if you take into account its genres, it's really, really good. And the animation is beautiful. The story, the characters, everything is just beautiful. And that's my opinion on that. The score here is an 8.54 out of 10 on 850 user ratings. My score is Fruits Basket, a 9.6 which is high, but the story is a 10 because it really is. It's so good. It was so surprising. I went in blind. I was so surprised, and it gets really surprisingly dark at times, which is awesome for me because it's so realistic. Like it reflects true, like every person in a way, we all carry like a little bit of darkness is in us, like most people, because of some trauma that happened in your life, you know, how people treat you, something you experienced, something you saw, something that happened to you, whatever. And this anime reflects that so beautifully. It reflects like both the light and dark side of life. It's really nice. That's why it's a 10, my story score. Characters, 10. There's so many characters to love that, and so far the development hasn't been as strong, I think, as it could be, but I'm taking into consideration that this is only season 1, so because it says like fruits, when the opening plays, it says Fruits Basket season 1. I don't know if it's doing that because this is 2019, so they're saying it's season 1. It's not Fruits Basket continued. It's Fruits Basket. What? Yeah, Fruits Basket. It's not continued. It's a readaptation. I haven't seen the first one. So now I'm suddenly not so sure there's going to be another season. I was so sure because it said season 1. I thought there was going to be a season 2, but now I don't know. But anyway, I would like to see some more character development, especially considering we're already in episode 17. I haven't seen much character development, a little bit, but I would have liked to see more. But how many episodes in total will this have? Fruits Basket, 25. If this is season 1, if there's not another season, then maybe the character score will go to a 9, but I mean a 9 is still a very good score. Okay, visuals 9, audio 9, and enjoyment 10. I love watching every episode. Okay, so that's it for my Fruits Basket. Let's just quickly check. The average score on AniList is 76. And it's quite popular as well. Diego is also watching it and has scored it a 9.10. I mean a 9 out of 10. 9.10 is 10. A 9 out of 10. Okay. Next. Fairy Tail final season. Not going to count that. I know that a lot of people don't count it as seasonal because it's one of those long running anime. So I'm not going to discuss it in this video. Demon Lord retry. I have not watched it. But what I've heard about it is that it has a 7.41 score on here. And that's based on 510 user ratings. I've heard that the animation is not great, but that it's hilarious. So I might check it out later this season if I have more time, which I probably will have if I'm dropping like 1 or 2 more. I should make notes. This is one that I definitely still want to try. Let me know if you're watching it. Is it worth it? This is the one, something about, I don't know what this one is. Alright, let me see. Do you love your mom and her 2-hit multi-target attacks? The title doesn't make me feel like I want to watch it, but let me know what you think. This one, if it was for my daughter, I haven't heard anything about that one, by the way. That's why I'm not saying anything about it. But it has a 7.26 rating out of 10. This one, it's a Demon Lord daughter thing. If it's for my daughter, I'd even defeat a Demon Lord. Okay, so what I've heard about this one is that the animation isn't good, but it is super wholesome. And if you want to just smile for 24 minutes when you're watching an episode, this is the episode to watch. So I feel like this is something I would like to try out. Viktheone, who is one of my patrons, he is currently watching it and has scored it an 8.2. The average rating is 78%. The mean score is 70%. I don't understand the difference. But on live chart, out of 491 users on here, it has an 8.25. This is something that I would consider checking out. This one I definitely want to check out. I'm sad that I haven't had time to do that yet so that I can talk about it in this video. I'm sorry. It has a 60% average score. On here it has a 7.84 out of 306 users, so not very popular, but I feel like it would be a typical stupid harem, but the characters look so cute and I want to watch it for that. It's called Are You Willing to Fall in Love with a Pervert as Long as She's Cute? This seems like something I at least want to try out. And the art style, I really like it. Viktheone is also watching this and has scored it 7.1. Okay, so finally we are at an anime that I'm actually watching, Dumbbell Nan Kilo Moteru. Okay, so this was one of the first ones that I started watching in my free time, except for Fire Force. And I can actually do this. Let's go here. Dumbbell. How heavy are the dumbbells you lift? I'll score it. The story is interesting enough. It is sweet. It is funny, but I don't know if this counts as story. I think it does. It falls under the story. There are times when they actually really explain how to do the exercises, and that bores the shit out of me because I don't like exercising. I'm never going to do exercises like this. If I exercise, it will be yoga. So walking, maybe Pilates, maybe some swimming. Like, I'm not gonna do this fucking weightlifting, no. So I don't, like, they really go, like, they tell you how to do squats, which I already knew most of that because I used to do these kinds of exercises. So I really skipped past most of that. I'm not gonna lie. One thing I did learn something though, because I tried to at least watch most of those explanations and stuff. I did learn something about stretching, so that's good. But I have to be honest, like, I skipped past most of it. I like the characters, that's why I watch it. I like some of the itchy bits, but it's not itchy enough. I feel like they could have gone even further with that. In my honest opinion, I feel like it would have raised the score a little bit, but... So I'm gonna go with 7 for story. Characters, sorry about that. I'm gonna go with a strong 8. They're very funny, very cute, very pretty. It's just really fun. I don't know how. The characters are really fun. The story is really fun. Visuals, I'm gonna give an 8. I really like the visuals. Like I said, I feel like I would have given it 9 if it was a little bit more itchy, because I feel like the opportunities are right there. But they went more lighthearted. It's more family friendly. Just like kind of family friendly. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's nice enough. Audio, 8. I think the voice acting is great. I think the opening is great. I forgot now the ending, but the voice acting is really good, especially the 2 main character girls. I don't know. It's very expressionative. I don't know how to say that. Okay. Enjoyment is 7 because I really skip through some parts, but it's still nice to watch because of the characters. That is the highlight for me. in this specific anime. It's mostly for the characters that I will keep watching. Okay, next up we have Astra Lost in Space. Am I glad that I picked this one up? This is really good. I really enjoy this. The themes are adventure, mystery, sci-fi, tags, space, survival, ensemble cast, Kyruin, which is features a female character who has a distinct American emulated fashion style. Why did I say style? Such as tan skin, bleached hair, and excessive makeup, also known as a gal. Oh, so that is my girlfriend is a gal. Oh, my girlfriend is a Kyruin. Okay, now I know what that. Okay. It is shonen, and I don't get this shonen feel from it at all, like I get for Dr. Stone, for example. But okay, so apparently it's shonen, and there is some CGI. Have not picked up on that either. The score on AniList for it is 70%, the average score. On live chart, 353 users, average score of 8.21. And let's take a look at my score. I have watched all 4 episodes. I feel like it's actually unique. Like, I've never watched an anime like this. I've never watched I'm sure I've watched 1 or 2 space anime, I'm not sure. But for me, this is very unique. I like the mystery behind it. I really like the characters and the way, like, you really get to know them and their history and their backstories. The telling of the story is really interesting. I hope that makes sense. Because the character's backstory is part of the story. And there, like I said, it has this element of mystery and I don't want to say too much, but for me, I really like, I think the story is really good. An 8. Characters, I'm going to give an 8, a strong 8, because some of them feel a little bit cliche maybe, but it kind of, how do you say, links to or makes the mystery side, because how do I say this without spoiling? They're a little tropey, but it makes it, because okay, let me just skip ahead 20 seconds if you don't want to be spoiled on something minor. One of them may be evil or maybe the villain here, what maybe, and the fact that they're these tropey kind of characters makes you question, like, it has to be her because she looks the least likely to do it. No, but it has to be him because he looks the most likely to do it. It's like, what I'm trying to say is the tropiness, the clichéness of the character types, shall I put it that way, actually makes trying to pin the, you know, like when you play that game Cluedo, it was Mr. Mustard in the ballroom with that thing. It's like that, but good. And the characters make it more fun. That's what I'm trying to say. Visuals are actually really good. 8s for me. I've liked it a lot. Audio, I would say 7. Nothing really stands out to me in terms of audio, but it wasn't necessarily bad. I have been itching my nose throughout this whole video, and I don't know what it is. I have a cat. Maybe it's this woolly thing. I don't know. Okay, enjoyment 8. Because I actually really look forward, like, when they're like, oh, there's another episode of Astra out. Astra. There's another episode out. I'm gonna go watch it. So, and while I'm watching, I don't feel the need to skip ahead or, oh, this is boring, like, what's next? And I love taking part in the comments and discussions. So yeah, this to me is a very good watch. 7.8. Not dropping that. What is next? Anyone else? Oh, these are just release discussion. Viktheone has scored it an 8.4. That's very good. Diego and Skir are also watching it. Okay. Tejina Senpai, I'd actually like to watch that. But only if it has... Does it have the ecchi tag? Is it ecchi? Otherwise, I don't really see, because it's a short one, right? Magic, slapstick, episodic, comedy, ecchi, romance. Okay, I want to watch this one. It's on my list. I'll try it out at least. Let me know what you think about Tejina Senpai. Not watching that. I've never heard about it. Not watching that. Have never heard about it. Have heard about that. This is season 2 though. Accelerator, I will be watching that. I'm only on season 1 of Index still though. So this is the last one I'll be talking about. Are You Lost? It has a 7.77 score. It's a short form, so it's just, I think, 14 minutes per episode. Oh, 12 minutes. I have watched 2 episodes. I'm gonna drop this one. It has a 63% score on here, a 7.77 score on here. There's nothing that makes me feel like I want to keep watching it. Survival, primarily female cast, educational, cute girls doing cute things. It is a little educational. If you ever are stranded on an island, this really will help you if you've watched this. Really, really. I'm just going to check the spoiler tag here. Nah, no, I'm not going to watch for that. Not because the spoiler tag, if you want to go check out the spoiler tag yourself, you can do that to understand what I'm about to say or what I'm talking about. The spoiler tag that was here just now, I'm going to say it. Skip ahead 10 seconds if you don't want to know. The spoiler tag is Yuri. So it prominently features a romantic relationship between these girls. Probably one of them or 2 of them. Not one of them. Okay. Usually I would watch an anime for that. I really actually like anime with that tag. But this anime doesn't feel like it's going to explore that in the way that I would be interested in. It probably is just a few scenes that are like kind of there for fun entertainment and fan service, but not in the way I would want to watch it. So there's nothing wrong with it. It is it's nice enough. I laughed more at the comments than I laughed at the show. I never really laughed at the show, but it was okay. It's not bad. I don't know. Nothing stood out to me, so I'm gonna drop this one. I'm not gonna score it either. Although if I had to score it based on the first 2 episodes that I watched, a 6. That's the best I would do. 6. Oh, didn't this one go dropped? Oh, let me just do that. Okay, so I think that's all of them that I am going to talk about. The rest are Carol and Tuesday's Leftover. I haven't watched that, but I really wanted to. Oh, and before one more person comments on one of my videos and tells me to react to Vinland Saga, I will timestamp this moment and just post it to the replies from now on. I am not going to be watching Vinland Saga this season. It is too, from what I've gathered about what it's about. It is a Wit studio, so it's Attack on Titan studio, whatever. From what I can assume is it's a dark story, and I am watching enough serious, like, not everything that I'm watching is not, like, I just finished watching Attack on Titan season 3 part 2. I feel like I'm just not in the right mind space to add another deep dark anime. I'm not in the mood personally, and that has nothing to do with the show. I haven't read what it's about. I just know it's about Vikings. I haven't seen a teaser or anything, so it's not that I think it's bad or that I don't want to watch it. Well, I don't want to watch it, but not because of it. Just because of the nature of it. Ah, there we go. Action, adventure, drama, historical, seinen. So just the fact that it's a drama and a seinen, I just feel like it is going to be a bit dramatic for me right now. Usually, I love anime like this, but it's just that right now I'm tackling a lot of anime with very complex themes, and I like talking about them at length. So I just I'm not in the mood for that right now. I hope that's okay. I will be watching it eventually and reacting to it. Like, I'd probably watch it by myself, but I know that a lot of people want to see reactions to it, and I'm not in the mood to do reactions to it right now because I know the kind of conversations that will be had. Deep, dark things with complex themes just generate a lot of arguments and things, and I'm just not, there's too many anime that I don't want that right now. I hope that's okay. I hope I explained that properly. But I will one day watch it. It has an 8.77 out of 10 based on 481 user ratings. On AniList, I think it's actually more popular. It has a 79% average score. It does look like something I will like. Viktheone rated it an 8.8. Darkness Lord rated it a 9.9 out of 10. It definitely looks like something I will enjoy watching. But am I in the mood right now for military, gore, war, revenge, slavery? Like, no, I'm just not in the mood for it right now because I'm watching a lot. And a lot of this gives me a lot to think about. And I don't have the energy right now to add another one of these anime, especially not one that I'm pretty sure, like, how do I put this? Yeah, I think I'm just rambling on about this now. You guys, I'm sure the right people will understand and will be here still when I do eventually react to it. So just a quick recap of everything that I'm watching, that even though it's not all seasonal, I just thought it would be interesting. A Certain Magical Index, Patreon exclusive. I am on episode 22 out of 24 of the first season. Astra, which is seasonal, I'm on episode 4. Bakemonogatari. Astra I'm watching in my own time. Bakemonogatari I am watching for patrons. Brighter Than the Dawning Blue. Patrons, that is a 4 out of the 15 episodes for this season. I'm on episode 3 of Brighter Than the Dawning Blue. Demon Slayer, I'm posting timer reactions to on YouTube on episode 17, so I'm up to date. Dr. Stone, highlights, but full reaction for patrons. 4 out of 24 episodes for that one. Drifters, I'm on episode 9. This one's Patreon exclusive. Fairy Tail, I've switched to timer reactions on YouTube. I'm on episode 41. Fire Force, watching in my own time. I'm on episode 3. Fruits Basket, watching in my own time. I'm on episode 17, so I'm up to date. Grand Blue, watching for patrons, with patrons, let's put it that way. On episode 5, I scored it a 9.3. Haikyuu, I'm on episode 9, and I also scored it a 9. How Heavy Are the Dumbbells That You Lift? 3 on episode 3, so I'm up to date. I will be continuing this. DanMachi on episode 3, highlights for YouTube. Dumbbells is watching by myself. Haikyuu, Grand Blue, Patreon reactions. One Piece, I'm on episode 83. Obviously YouTube highlights. Tokyo Ghoul Route A on episode 5. Patrons, and then Welcome to the Ballroom, episode 11. I scored 10 out of 10. Yeah, that's for patrons. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to me. I would love to hear your opinions on this season's anime. Is there anything that you agree with me about? Is there something you feel differently about? From the anime that I'm not watching, what are you watching and enjoying? What have you dropped? Let me know in the comments and I will read through them as soon as possible. Okay, thank you guys for watching and see you next time. Bye.